heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Wolverines will kick it away first. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Spartans offense will take the first swing of the game. A state divided. They started playing for the Paul Bunyan Trophy, the big wooden lumberjack, back in the early 50s when Sparty joined the Big Ten.
And it's so nice to have you, Reese, to have all those data from when you were in high school and when you were in college back in the 50s. And you know the records so well of these games, but it matters. And their comments fly week to week for these guys, Michigan, Michigan State, and it is intense, and the hatred runs deep.
Can you just imagine Reese riding to school in his Ford Model T back in the day? How nice that would have been, just putting along, getting to school, making sure all his homework's done, just looking like the man on campus. I'll tell you, there's a lot of familiarity in this game. A lot of these high school players grew up playing with or against each other, so it just adds an extra layer to this rivalry.
And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football at a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that quarterback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Give to the running back. Oh, what a move. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to run for it. On the move at the 30. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering the success now early.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the ground game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Setting up the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Never a doubt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The coach has to be happy with that.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They'll leave it with him. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. It's reverse. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's looking deep. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. The Spartans will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. This game often tests here the Michigan's rivalry with Ohio State. The Wolverines applied a little extra sting winning a close one last year.
They did. You know, it just left a bad taste in everybody's mouth back in East Lansing all year long. They've talked about it. They've had to hear about it. They've listened to the gloating from their in-state rival. They're looking to flip the script today.
And that's what's so fun about rivalries. You get bragging rights, and especially in the same state, so much disdain for each other. It's so awesome. The fans go bananas, and Michigan State's definitely got something to prove.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Comes out throwing on first down. Finds his tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On second down, just keeps firing. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Snags it inside the 20. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And the Spartans look to keep this drive humming. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sparty.
There is no secret about it. Line up in goal line formation. I'm going to run the ball down your throat. My guys are more physical than you. 6 points on the play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Hold down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Line getting set on second down. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Gonna run it. It's Love. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Wide receiver shows motion. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The give to the tailback. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Flips it out in the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Pocket starts to collapse. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
It's complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. power football with the run. And the Wolverines will have a first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Using his legs, it's Love. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Fast motion from the offense. Here's the handoff. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the back. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single back. Plows through the defense. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one, make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
3rd down and 2. You know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Movement here from the tight end. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. On 4th down, they'll run it, looking for the first. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Looking to move it through the air. Pulls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Looking for the sideline, and a nice job to keep his feet in bounds. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Kentucky opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Throwing right. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Steps away. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Spartans will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Splits the uprights right down the middle. They'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to have a rivalry game, but when you have 2 longtime foes separated by 65 miles battling for a prize like the Paul Bunyan Trophy, you know emotions tend to run high. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. but really this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Michigan State plays out.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Now 2nd and 10. They run the reverse. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. Trying to pick up a first down. Wide out in motion. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
And the Spartans will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Handoff to the lone back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. The give to the back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Pulls it in. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Finds his big tight end. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Off the play fake. Feeling some heat. And they get the sack just like that.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll pull it down and run. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It is good. Putting up a 3 spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He leaves it with the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Working that left side. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up. The Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there that can be efficient. Make no mistake, they're going to run the football, but when you get that Kirk Cousins guys, you start to really like the offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? They'll try to power their way ahead. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. And the Spartans will have it 1st and 10. They move the tight end all over. From the red zone, looking for a man. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. He's a one-man breaking through on this defensive front. This is the type of performance that can etch you in Wolverine lore forever.
And it's a great lore to be etched in, obviously, year after year. You see so many dominant guys in the trenches. And this is how it's done. You stop the run first, get them in passing situations, pin your ears back, and go put your name in those record books.
It's a reverse. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, 2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. From the gun, running back gets to give. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Love. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the right. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan Trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies about that.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on this? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. I'm talking about ranking trophies.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They'll run it from the gun. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. They'll run play action. They're bringing heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolutely perfect. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Running it to the right. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. To the ground with the back. The Spartans have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll try the run. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. He's looking to throw it. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. Tackled immediately after the catch. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. trying to cap this drive with the pass. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
Up by one, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. Hides the ball. Here he comes on the bootleg. And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sacked on the two-point try. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Looking to pass on second down. Going to try to get it himself. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
Good news is they didn't lose a ton of yards. The bad news is that's the third sack they've given up now in this game. They have got to do a better job protecting this quarterback.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Then the short completion brings up second down. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. Lining up from the 34 on first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his big tight end.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
On second down, looking to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Lockett. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Wants to pass. Pressure coming. Trying to get rid of it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Trying play action. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. It's still third and goal. Back to the air one more time. And he's got it. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Touchdown. This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, Dave, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking to go up top on first down. It's caught downfield. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence of this offense. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Michigan.
And you got half your work done now. Great execution, getting the score, but now we got to go for two. Under 2 minutes left in the game. We don't know if we're going to get the football back. We get our two-point play ready, and we roll it.
A gargantuan moment here as they try to tie it up late with the two-point conversion. The give. He is denied. Stopped short of the goal line, trying to tie the game, and he will not get the two-point conversion. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. And the quarterback takes a knee. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And this one splits the uprights.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Trying to find his man on first down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Coming after it. He'll pull it down. And that is how we will wrap this one up. There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats, you take the rankings, and you take the records, and you throw it all out the window. There's always tremendous effort and passion when we see these rivalry games. We certainly saw it today. And David, for this losing team, this one's going to sting for a while.
It does, but it's so strange because I always feel the same way. I'm like, there's no chance that they have a chance to upset them. But then you go, it's a rivalry game. The vitriol, the hate, it's already there. And so it means